Hello, my wild warren of witty watchers. Welcome back to my channel, and congratulations to all of you sexy, glorious mongrels. You've all done it. Champ dog. So I've been having a blast playing some Crimson Vow ranked ladder. I cannot wait to jump back in and share a little bit more with you. But first, here's to you. Damn, did I need that. So today we're going to be playing a little bit more of the Rakdos Vampires list that I showed you in my last video. So we did make some changes to the list at the end of that video. I'm not going to go through the list again because I haven't made any further changes. But if you saw the first video and didn't watch through to the end, this is your cue to go back and watch the end of that video so you can see the changes that I made and why I made them. There are going to be more changes coming. I have identified some cards that are fairly useless. I have identified some issues with my sideboarding. I don't know what I'm going to bring in, but I know some cards that I want to take out, and I know some of the problems that I need to address. So I'm just going to have to think about it over the next few days, but there will be further changes, but I'll be sure to share those with you when they do happen. But for right now, we're playing the same deck that we saw at the end of the last episode. So as you may have seen in the title, I've now got this deck up to a 69% win rate in the ranked ladder. Given that I started by losing several games in a row, that's doing pretty well. I've been having an absolute blast with it. It's so much fun. So much fun, in fact, that I don't want to withhold it from you any longer. So why don't you shuffle up? I'll catch you in the arena. We will, of course, take the play here. Easy decision. That is an easy mulligan decision as well. And wow, punished so hard. Like just two uncapable hands. Absolutely uncapable. I mean, I've got 3 1-drops, but this comes in tapped and there's no guarantees I get a second land. Maybe I should have played this one first to guarantee I have a 2-drop, but I don't know. Yep, well, we lose. This game's pretty much over. No Sorin for me. Definitely no Sorin for me.
To darkness.
Oh, what's he cost now? 8? Yep. Let's see how they block. They don't. They just take it. Interesting. Menace. Can't give the Sentinel protection at the moment. You don't have enough mana. It does cost 2, right? Yep. And you need to have Coven, which they do not. I think I want to get rid of Redain. Yeah, I mean, that's a suboptimal outcome. They're going to pay again. They are. Ooh, I have a blood token. Really threw them for a loop there. That is such a conservative attack. Wow. Okay. Doesn't feel good, but it's honestly kind of to be expected when you take a mull to 5 and the 5 you keep still aren't good. Removal feels good. Dominating Vampire, probably good here. Vampire's Vengeance, probably great here. Blood Vial Perfea, maybe. I don't think this is the right matchup for Sorin. I don't think it's the right matchup for the Forebear. Which of these is going to be worse here? Probably cut some amount of Florian because I have sort of increased my curve a little bit. But a 3-power first strike just seems so good. I don't think Valentin's going to be super potent here, to be honest, but I don't want to go too low on 1-drops. I don't want to go below 8. But yeah, here's Menace against a battlefield of small creatures. Sorry, didn't mean to add him back. Doesn't feel super great. Okay, I guess it's Bloodcaster. Doesn't match up well against Redain. And yeah, now that we've taken our Sorin out, Redain's tax doesn't really impact anything in our deck. So awkward. I want the black mana. Oh, sorry, the red mana on turn 1. But I don't think we send this back. I think we just lead on the ridge. Hopefully this doesn't just get portable hold. So I can Dominating Vampire and take their adversary. Get in some damage. But am I better off just removing it? Because they can attack back with lifelink. But honestly, I want some more board presence than that. Like, they do get it back. They lifelink back the damage, but at least I push through some damage and I have, you know, an extra creature on board, and it's not not a tiny creature either. It's nothing to sneeze at. Next turn, maybe I draw a land and I can play 2 removal spells if I want to. This guy can also remove a Skyclave app. But I think I want to push damage with him instead. See how they want to attack here. So good. Not finding a 4th land is pretty painful though. I mean, Anya at the very least is like a big body that I can put on the battlefield. Dane, sure. Asha, sure. I really thought they might attack with the token there. Sure. Would have been nice to play the Gatekeeper, snag a creature. Make it very hard for them to So I can start attacking with the Gatekeeper and have Vampire's Vengeance held up. Even if they block with Redain. If they block with Redain, I can play the Vengeance and Redain will die, the Gatekeeper will live. So, I mean, this is unfortunate. It means I can't ambush Redain. But I can start attacking with a 4/4, which is pretty nice. And they... Because of the gatekeeper, our opponent now can no longer... I should have... I don't have the card to discard. Our opponent can't play out more creatures until they deal with the gatekeeper, so they need to find a portable hole first. Yep. Wonderful. That went pretty well. I kind of do want the 4 there. This gives me a little more late game, you know? No, I think that's a mistake. I think I keep the curve low. Although maybe I could have cut a land there, but I'm actually thinking I might need to rework the lands a little bit. I seem to stumble on lands more often than I'm comfortable with. 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, 4 drop. I mean, I have a curve. It's a non-interactive curve, which I don't love, particularly being on the draw. Sure. Valorous stance. Nope. Just make a token. I'm very happy for them to use their whole turn doing that. This is a free attack for them. Relatively free attack for them. Seems like their hand can't be that good. Skyclave up, sure. I assumed they would have at least one of those. I'm happy for them to use it on that and not have it for Florian. They could well have another one for Florian, which will be pretty brutal. Doubly brutal if it's a brutal Cathar. Get it? Brutal. Yeah, so we are just getting kind of massively out-tempoed right now. So we have the option of casting Anya. I mean, it's a better use of our mana, isn't it? But if they find an aspirant, we haven't seen an aspirant, but if they find an aspirant, they can get one of these things out of range. So I think I just shouldn't be greedy. I think I should not be greedy. Just take my 2 for 1. Get some board back. No follow-up from our opponent. Wow. Their hand must be terrible. They have a Faceless Haven active, so I'm only attacking with Florian. If I attack with the token, it's just a free block for them. That's nice, even though it broke the sound. For some reason, this is just... So in my recording software, it's showing that there's still audio output, but I'm just not hearing any of it. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, so I think now the audio's died on my recording software as well. See if I can fix this. Yep, resolve. There's nothing I can do about that. Yeah, that Sigrid just killed the audio. That's wow, so much pressure on me to talk and be entertaining now. Not too much point attacking with Anya. They can just activate the Haven and block with that and the Familiar. Holding up the land so I can pitch it to the Pit Fighter next turn. What goes in the hole? The Pit Fighter. It's unfortunate. I mean, I would have liked to have it to pitch something. Yeah, it's mana value 2 or less. There's only one creature you can target. I'd love to find a way to push a bit more damage to trigger Florian. I guess I can start sacrificing Blood Vials with Anya. Blood Vial Purveyor. That's very interesting. So this triggers Florian. Second Anya. I don't hate the idea of a backup Anya, to be honest, but I think I take the Harvester. And now I've got a bit of an engine going. Still trying to fix the audio in between, so sorry if I'm a little distracted. Do I want to attack with Florian? I mean, I don't need to. I'm just getting a little bit further ahead every turn at the moment. And like now if I play this down, if they don't have an answer to it. You know, I have a little bit of reach from Anya to keep triggering Florian and drawing cards. If Blood Vial Purveyor doesn't get answered, I can also just start punching through for big chunks of damage. And actually, I should start attacking because I can sacrifice the Blood Tithe Harvester. I don't love giving my opponent Blood Vials and letting them loot. But yeah, I actually should start attacking because I can sacrifice the Blood Tithe Harvester to kill some things. So we'll see how they block. So this is going to come in. It's going to target. There's going to be a legend rule situation. I want to keep the one that's attacking. Oh, I thought I was choosing the one to get rid of. And I can only activate this as a sorcery. That's a little unfortunate. Yeah, I may have messed this up a little bit. Blood Tithe Harvester is a sorcery. And I was kind of hoping to just trigger Florian, but I didn't even get to. Why did I not get a chance to do that though? It's really weird. And I really don't know what's going on with the audio and why Sigrid broke it. That's so strange. And like, it's not just the game. It's broke the audio for my whole PC somehow. I don't understand. I do not understand. Okay. Don't understand. Doesn't make sense. Okay, yep. Rummage, rummage, rummage. Create a blood token. Well, that's quite nice, isn't it? I'm going to throw some of my little dudes away. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'll be honest. Yep. Activate the Haven. Basically lock them out of the game now. And we can just burn them out next turn. Feels good. Feels good. I'm really sorry about the audio in this game, guys. I don't know what happened. I've tried connecting and reconnecting everything on my end, and it's just not happening. I probably need to restart the client, but I may also need to reboot my PC because it broke it that thoroughly. My opponents just taking their time, just delaying the game because they can. They are quite clearly dead. There is not really anything in a mono white deck that can do anything about what I'm doing right now. They could just give us the courtesy scoop, but even if they don't want to, they could, yeah, not rope. But yeah, this is what someone being salty looks like. What a loser. Yeah. See ya, loser. Don't love being on the draw, but it's a reasonable curve. 1.2.3 drop. Okay, so this is a Warlock Scourge combo. Is that a 2 drop even? Bullish Procession. Okay, so this probably has some sacrifice synergies or something going on. But at least we know our Socialite's not getting removed this turn. Something. The decayed tokens can't block, so that's fine. Jadar. I should have played the Hive last turn. I messed up, guys. I messed up. We can kill Jadar at our leisure, but I'm not very scared. I'm not particularly scared of him at the moment. Triggers Warlock class every turn, I guess. I really should have blocked there. That was just 2 damage I didn't need to take. 2 damage I did not need to take. But we're just going to be as aggressive as possible here. Yep, Morbid Opportunist. It has Menace. I mean, at this point they should just throw it in front of Florian. I have 1 red mana. I believe I have played a land this turn. So I'll take this guy. And yeah, it's looking pretty bad for our opponent right now. It's a turn too soon for Blood on the Snow. Well, that's pretty good for our opponent. I wish there was an enchantment there for me to snag. I don't remember how much Scourge of the Skyclave costs to kick, but we're getting... I mean, they still need to level this up twice, so... Yeah, they're really looking for like another Meathook Massacre or something. If they find another land and they have a second Meathook Massacre, they can wipe my board here. I'll get a couple of blood tokens and then I can play down the Forebear and recur it. Interesting mono black take on it. Yeah, I mean, if I'd been able to snag an enchantment, that would be 2 damage right there. They are still facing lethal. I didn't realize I was the one holding priority there. That's entirely my bad. Excellent. So, I probably want some of this. Do I want Vampire's Vengeance? I don't think so. Do I want Graveyard Trespasser? Maybe. Blood Vial Purveyors are interesting in that it's very big, so it outscales a Meathook Massacre, but they do have the targeted removal. Power Word Kill, I probably don't want to bring in because they most likely are running Scourge. This is interesting, but I don't know that it's better than Go Blank. But I imagine my opponent is going to be bringing in a lot of removal. I don't think Gatekeeper's amazing in this matchup. I might be able to snag like an instant or sorcery and get a little bit of damage on them, but I don't think it's doing a huge amount. I've brought in some more 3-drops, so I probably cut a Florian. Do I maybe cut a land because I'm on the draw? I'll try it. And, one more cut. Probably a Braid. I don't love it. I would prefer to have that to snag a Jadar or something else of that nature, but running out of time, you know. I probably need to pay some more attention to my sideboard. Yeah, I probably need to rethink like my main board, sideboard setup because there's some things that I seem to be bringing in a lot, but also in many matchups, I seem to be wanting to bring in more things than I'm wanting to take out. Hand's not amazing, but it's reasonable. Got a 1-drop and a 2-drop. I've got a Sorin to get some ongoing value. I need to lead on the estate. I now have a 3-drop. Hand's looking a lot better. I do kind of wish it had just worked that out for me, like when there's no other lands to tap. Okay, I was about to say I kind of hope this gets removed so that there's something in the graveyard for the Gatekeeper, but we end up with something in the graveyard for the Gatekeeper anyway. I'd love to cast this because because I'm more likely to get damage. They're more likely to play a creature, but I think I need to take the Lolth because it exiles it from the graveyard. And then if there's a Blood on the Snow later, it's one less Lolth they have to get back. Meat Hook for 1 here, clears the board. Yep. There it is. We're not in a rush to play the Go Blank. Very slow turn for my opponent. And I think I want to take this. Would have been nice to just slap down Sorin, but we're getting some card advantage from Florian, so we might as well take advantage of it. Another Meat Hook here will do some work, but we'll still be left with a Florian. Sure. Oh, does this trigger on my creatures dying as well? That's cute. So I do have the backup Florian I could play. I could play out the Sorin. I think I start with attacks. Starting with attacks means I'm not playing Florian this turn. So I've sort of priced myself into Sorin. We get another blood token. So if they're holding up instant speed removal, they should have killed the forebear before we did damage and got the other token. Sorin's going to create a creature here to hopefully protect himself. Although, to be fair, if we just tick him up, he's out of range of that token. And that way he's not dead to a removal spell. If I'd ticked him down, all they need is one removal spell, which it very much looks like they have from how they're holding priority. All they need is one removal spell to get rid of the token he creates, and then they can attack him down with the token that they have.
I will show you what happens. Aren't I generous?
You will serve me well.
My will cannot be denied.
Is this the turn I want to go blank them? I don't know that it is. Would I rather play out Florian or Anya? I guess Anya makes the most sense. Just because she costs the most. If they have the Blood on the Snow here, we still get back a forebear. Sure. They can get Sorin down to 1 now if they want to. Okay, they're just going face with it. Interesting. See what they do with Lolth here.
I will get what I want.
The Forbidden's pretty sweet. Maybe I should have brought in Vampire's Vengeance to clear up all their little dorks.
I will cull the weak.
I'm really surprised they didn't attack down Sorin.
You deal with this annoyance.
I mean, it can't block, so I might as well attack. They're obviously going to block with one of their tokens. Well, likely going to block with one of their tokens.
Subservience will be rewarded.
It does look like this. Okay, so they've committed to that. Yeah, it looks like we're just going to get drained out this game. Digging for something. Yeah, we could just get drained out this game, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. How are they going to attack? Like this? Yeah, actually, maybe I just block like this. Minimize damage. They've left their Lolth vulnerable.
Aren't I the generous one?
I gain some life here.
A gift in exchange for loyalty.
Okay. Wipe my board. Little bit savage. Little bit savage. How much damage can I do to them this turn? Not enough. This card will not do much at all. I can activate Den, get in for 4. Yeah, no, I don't. I don't think I can win this. Good game. So. I feel like I do want the Trespassers. And I feel like I might want some Vampire's Vengeance. We cut Anya. Need to bring back the land as well. Oh, it's so rough. I think we cut those entirely. cut down one Infernal Grasp, because we haven't seen any particularly high profile creatures that we really want to target with single target removal. And we probably trim a 3-drop just because we have a few too many now. I don't love going down to 2 Florians. He's a very can be a very strong card. And he's surprisingly good in multiples because of how often he gets targeted with removal. I don't love this hand, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of functional, I think. You got 1-drop, activates our Socialite for the 2-drop, and then we've got a 3-drop go blank. Turn 1, pretty easy. We probably play this for black next turn. No, that decision's been made easy as well. Sure. Thought that might be the case. We will still get Crippling Feared soon, which is unfortunate. Are they going to spend an Infernal Grasp here? Are they really going to spend an Infernal Grasp when they can Crippling Fear next turn? Also strange that they didn't play out the Ghoulish Procession, because again, they're just going to Crippling Fear next turn. So the thing is, I kind of want to activate this knowing that my board's about to get nuked. Yep. I should have been attacking with the Socialite this whole time. It has Menace. Oh, my land. I'm an idiot. Keep forgetting about Menace. Keep forgetting about Menace. This should force the sweeper from them. Yep. Kind of regret pitching that land now. No need to block. No need at all. Now, I'm probably just going to straight up lose one of my pit fighters here. I should have played the Bloodcaster first. I would have got Blood Vials. That is silly of me. But I've now got 2 evasive creatures. My whole squad is buffed. So I did have to give up a 2-1 for that, but we're not in the worst place. We're obviously just kind of hoping they don't have another Crippling Fear or Meathook Massacre. But if they do, we get to bring back the Forebear. Because they'll gain some life off that, so it's still not great. Would love to have found a Vampire's Vengeance. All it would do actually is kill this token. That doesn't really matter. This triggers off tokens. That doesn't seem fair. Do they have a sweeper? They do not. Alright, we get there. Alright, so those are our games for today, guys. We've just got the 2. The games against that MonoBlack list do tend to go pretty long. I've been seeing a little bit of that list on ladder over the last couple of days. I've done well against it so far, but yeah, I haven't seen it before, and it seems to be popping up a lot now. So I assume a streamer or content creator like put out an article or a video about it. It actually looks pretty fun. I might end up trying it out myself. It looks like a pretty fun list, but it just takes a while. It's unfortunate our opponent in the first game turned out to be a bit of a schmuck and just like roped out to waste our time like that. You know, like what a loser, like get a life, you know, but some people do that. What does one do? I've got heaps more games coming up. I've got a nice little win against the mirror match coming up. I've got wins against Demir Control. I've got wins against other Rakdos Aggro non-tribal decks. I've got some more mono white coming up. I've got another game against that mono black list. I've got heaps more coming for you guys. I'm going to have probably some drafts coming up soon as well. There are some other decks I want to play once I work up a few more wild cards and a little more resources. I've played a game of Sealed. It went really badly, but it also was just a bit dull, so that will not be making it onto the channel. But all of that to say, plenty more content coming out for you guys, so stay tuned. Make sure you hit like, make sure you subscribe if you don't want to miss any of the videos and see how we're doing. As always, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Stay brilliant, and I'll catch you real soon.